So hello everyone, so if you have been following the tutorial, now it's going to be the moment where we are going to install the two main software packages which we are going to use. One of them is going to be Webots or Webots, I honestly don't know what's the exact way of pronouncing the name, which is the robot simulator that we are going to use to do the different the different exercises, and then the other one is going to be Python, which is a programming language which you can use to program the robots to do different things. As I was explaining in Webots, you can use different programming languages. I think the main one is C, C++, Java, I think. But I think Python is the easiest one to use. Anyway, so if you go to Google and you type Webots, you will go to the website. I think here you can also see like installing Webots, but let's go to the website. The website looks like this, your user website, and then we can go to downloads. You can also go to like documentation, user guide, installing Webots, and you will see, if you go to installation procedure, you can see how to install it on Linux if you are using Linux, how to install it on Windows, which is what we are going to do now, and then also how to install it on Mac OS. But we are going to install it on Windows, so we go to downloads, and just straight here, as soon as you go to the website, you can just click on the download icon, and now it's going to be downloading. Okay, so this is finally the download is completed, as you can see. I guess most of you will have a folder in Windows called downloads. I already have it open here, probably on your left, downloads or something like that, depending on your configuration. And here you can see like the file that just downloaded. So I'm just going to double click on it. And here you will see that it says select install mode, and it says install for all users recommended, or install for me only. If you are installing this in your own personal computer, like in your laptop, your desktop at home or something like this, then I recommend you click on this one. It's going to make everything easier. But if you are installing this in the lab, if you are now in the lab at campus, then okay, so another thing has finally been installed. So as you can see, it has selected by default the option to launch Webots, which we are going to do now just to see that everything was fine. So I'm going to click finish, and then the program is going to open. So you can see that in my case, it opened something like this, because even though I just installed it, I had some other stuff before. In your case, it's probably going to very likely open a window like that, like Webots guided tour. And very likely it's going to be this demo. So if you are at this point where you can open Webots and everything, then perfect, you're fine. If for some reason something didn't go well and this didn't open, or Webots is not installing or anything, then please contact me. So I'm going to close this. Another way, so once you want to open it again, you can click here on the web search and just type for Webots, and it's going to open it, or probably it's going to be an icon on your desktop. Anyway, so now that Webots has already been installed, let's go to Google and let's go to install Python. So if you put Python on Google, you are going to go to the website. The main result is going to be the good one. And now we want to download it because we want to install it. So we can click on download. Something very important here is that Webots doesn't work with Python 3.10 because Python 3.10 is too new and Webots is a bit older than that, is not compatible yet. So you need to make sure that you download the 3.9, which I'm going to show now. So don't download Python 3.10 because otherwise it's not going to work. So, you know, if we go to the downloads, as I was saying, we just click there, we click on, yeah, we just click on downloads. Or in this window, if we scroll down a bit, you will see that the second option here, or maybe, you know, they updated the website at some point, but you will find here like a Python 3.9 point something, in this case 0.12 version. So here you just can click on downloads here. Now you can go to the very bottom, and the easiest way is to download the Windows installer. So I'm going to click here, and as before, Python 3.9.12 is going to download. So now I'm going to go to the downloads window, exactly the same as before. And here you can see that Python appeared now, so I'm going to double click on it. And here is basically the same as before. If you are using, if you are, you know, in your own laptop or in your own desktop or something like that, then the default configuration is going to be fine. But if you are doing this at lab, in the lab, please untick this thing here. You know, untick the install launcher for all users recommended. So you can see that if you want to use the whole users, you can see this kind of shield that in Windows means you are using like admin privileges, which we don't have in the lab computers. So please remove this from here. And then something very important is that to click this here, add Python 3.9 to the path, because if you do this, Python is going to be easily accessible by other programs like Webots. If you don't do this, then Webots is not going to find Python. So please untick this option, tick this option, so it should look something like this. And now you can click on install, and I think this is going to be faster than Webots. Okay, so it says like setup was successful, new to Python, and all this stuff, so this is good. So just click close now. Okay, so this is good. So the next thing that we are going to do is to test that Python was correctly installed. So in Windows, go to the search here, to the search thing, and just type cmd. So command prompt cmd. And a window like this is going to appear. And then here just click type Python, and then enter. And then if this happens, you know, if it says Python 3 point something, whatever, perfect, everything is perfect. If it says something like